Hey guys, Brian here and welcome to another video. Today I have something just a tad bit different. What I want to talk about is starting up a YouTube channel. Now I know I don't have 1,000 or thousands or even hundreds of followers or subscribers, if you will, yet. However, my YouTube channel is still going. I just started it almost a month ago and I'm actually proud of the progress that it's making so far. Gaining subscribers is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and I just feel like over time, the subscribers will come. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now the first thing that I want to talk about is a camera. When it comes to a camera, there's different options that you have. The first option, and almost the easiest option, is your phone. Your phone is your best friend. You use it for almost everything nowadays. Why not use it to its full potential with the actual camera? Now, when it comes to quality, I think the iPhone, especially the Samsung, the Galaxies and the Notes, stunning video. Like, they put out great quality video, and now some of them even record in 4K. So if you have something like that along those lines, then your phone is going to be the way to go. If you don't want to start on your phone and you want to upgrade just a little bit, then you're going to want to go with a point and shoot camera. When I started YouTube back in 2013, I had a channel that was dedicated to vlogging, and it was growing pretty fast. I was actually pretty successful on that channel. It didn't have hundreds or even thousands of subscribers, but it was growing really fast for the amount of time that I had it. But basically I had a Canon, I think it was the Canon ELPH 110 HS. It was a fantastic camera. It recorded in full HD and took great pictures. I'm gonna link that one in the description down below. For those of you who are interested in that type of camera. Then you also have camcorders. I personally have not used a camcorder ever. However, I heard they are great when it comes to like autofocus and things like that, but I can't really say too much on that because I've never used a camcorder. Then we have a DSLR. The DSLR, which is what I'm currently recording on, is the Canon T5i. Now, I've been told, I haven't really did too much research on DSLRs, but it seems like everyone has either a Canon T or a Canon T3i or a Canon T5i. Almost everyone that I run across has a Canon either T3i or T5i. I currently have the T5i and it works fantastic. What I use it for is my channel is going to be based around reviews and things that are kind of in my house. Occasionally you'll see a vlog. Now let's talk about vlogging just in case you're thinking about getting into vlogging. Vlogging with a DSLR is kind of hard. Here's why. The camera is really, it's not big. However, when you're holding it out like this, depending on the type of lens that you have, it starts to take a toll on your hand, I'm not gonna lie. So when you're walking and you're talking, you're losing your breath, and you're just like, after a while it takes a toll on your arm. Now, depending on the lens that you have, like I have the 18 to 55 millimeter lens. My girlfriend actually has, I forgot what it's called, but the lens that she has is a wide angle lens, which actually, like mine, I really have to extend my arm all the way out to get vlog footage, if I'm walking like this. Now, of course they have GorillaPods and things like that out there for, if you want to vlog and things like that, which is currently what she uses. Matter of fact, let me go get it. All right, so my girlfriend is actually a vlogger. She has a channel as well that's dedicated to vlogging. Sorry, I had to throw my phone over there. But she has a channel that is dedicated to vlogging, and she has the Canon T3i, and as you can see here, this is the GorillaPod that she has, and her lens is the 10 to 18 millimeter lens. So this one has more of a wider angle that is great for vlogging, which I kind of like it. I might even steal it from her, I'm not sure, but no, she'd be very mad, I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, and then she has the GorillaPod setup here, which is great for, having the camera up higher, because you definitely don't want the camera down low. You want it to get a lot of your face. And then also I noticed that the lens itself actually gets, like when we're in the car, it films almost the whole car. This is a great lens, but this is not a review on the lens, so let's move on. that's pretty much it when it comes to cameras. So depending on the type of person that you are, depending on your budget and things like that, you know, that's a decision for you to make. Now let's move on to the next thing. So now you have the footage, now you need to edit the footage. Now, sadly, I'm not trying to diss or anything, but I am currently using Windows Movie Maker, which is, in my honest opinion, a horrible editing software. However, it gets the job done. For my budget right now, it gets the job done. When I had my YouTube channel back in 2013, I used Sony Vegas Pro. Sony Vegas Pro was absolutely amazing. Like, you could do anything with that software. Like, you could make people fly. It was phenomenal. But you know, when it comes to editing software, it's very expensive. So something to keep in mind. So depending on your budget and things like that. And I also know a lot of people like, I'm looking at my phone because I wrote everything down, but I know a lot of people like using like Final Cut Pro and iMovie. I don't have a Mac, I have Windows. So if that's something that you have, then you may want to look into that one as well. I personally have never used that, but that's pretty much it for the editing software. I personally would recommend Sony Vegas Pro. Sony Vegas Pro is very easy to use, and it's just overall a great program. Now, also something that I should have mentioned before the camera is lighting. You want good lighting in your videos. It just makes your videos look a lot better and a lot more professional. You know, whereas if you're recording in low light and people can barely see you, definitely something to keep in mind there. Here, what I have now, I have two softbox lights and also a hair light right above me that I currently use. This is actually my second video that I'm using the lighting set. So overall, I mean, it's been a great setup. So definitely look into that. I'll link these in the description as well if you guys are interested in that. Anyway, moving on. Now that you have the video, the lighting, and you edited the video, you're going to need a good thumbnail. Thumbnails are what people see the most. Now, when it comes to thumbnails, I use two different programs. I use PhotoJet and I use Pixlr, depending on the type that I'm doing and things like that. It just really depends. But I use both of those to make a custom thumbnail. You want to put something out there that's attractive to people and something that you know is going to catch their attention. Then you're going to need a good title, something to hook the person that's looking at the video or glancing at it. You're going to need something to hook them. Then you're going to need good tags. When you tag your video, or if you don't tag your video, then your video will not show up in the search result menu. The more tags that you have, the better. There's also videos out there, which I'll link in the description as well, because before I started this YouTube channel, I definitely wanted to start it off right. So I did a lot of research and things like that, and you know, basically tags are everything when it comes to having your videos searched. Or, you know, because you have to think about it, there's hundreds, maybe even, no, there is thousands. You know, there's so much videos, there's so many videos out there. You know, you could be talking about, for example, I had a video test on the Canon T5i that I had, and there's so many videos on, you know, the Canon T5i video test. So you just have to make your tags unique. Basically, just do your research. Do your research when it comes to tags and things like that. There's websites that you can use and things like that, but just make sure you do your research and add good tags in there. Now, as far as equipment and things like that, that's pretty much it. When it comes to, you know, YouTube videos and things like that. Like I said, you know, I'm not a professional, but I definitely did a lot of research and I've gotten some great results back. So I decided to share it with you guys for, you know, people that are, you know, thinking about starting up a YouTube channel. As you can see, I don't have that many subscribers or anything like that, but my channel is growing, and you definitely got to look at the positive side, you know, when it comes to anything in life, you know. But, you know, just stay consistent with your videos as well. Just make sure you put out great content, you know. You have to kind of treat it like a part-time job, depending on what your schedule is. You know, everybody's different. I work a full-time job, you know, 40 hours a week, and this is like a part-time job for me, you know. Also coming up with videos and things like that, just what you like, that's what I would go with. You know, don't do something that doesn't interest you, because if you do something that does not interest you, then you're not going to put your all into the video. So do something that you absolutely love. You know, if you're into vlogging and things like that, you know, vlogging is weird at first, I will say that, because you're walking around with a camera and you're talking into it, especially when you don't have someone around you, but after a while you will get used to it, and it just, you know, it's something that it's just something that you do after a while. But guys, that is pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything at all, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on the video. That way I know that you guys liked the video. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.